Hi everybody, welcome back to another video here. We're still working on those personal logos, design project stuff, so getting a lot of that kind of walkthrough tutorials, helping to make sure we're understanding it. Today's video is part 4. We're going to try help working on Adobe Photoshop now, and we're going to be trying to help make that background transparent. So if you would for me, go ahead and go to that Creative Cloud app, that kind of rainbow looking one down at the bottom of your screen, and please open up Adobe Photoshop. And now that you have Photoshop open, let's go ahead and click on that help button towards the very top. Go down to hands-on tutorials. Have that right here. Our goal we're going to start with, we have quite a few tutorials on Photoshop that we're going to work on. Our first one is going to be under the select and mask. And we're going to go to the make the background transparent. Looks like a little coffee cup there. And start the tutorial. So one thing that I wanted to try and help make sure every time, if I go on Window, I come down to Workspace, and if I reset Essentials, just really helps to make sure everything's the same as what you're going to be seeing on your screen as well. Just really helps to clean it up a lot. If you're having trouble finding it, just ask me and let me know. So a couple things that start to happen on this one. Again, you'll need to be set and moving this kind of like tutorial button around here. But sometimes this quick selection tool, if it's already selected, it has trouble going to the next step. I don't know why, but sometimes it does. So if it does have trouble on there, just click on one of the different tools right above, then go back to it, and for some reason that fixes it. So, good, we got that right here. So just like what they're saying, if it's already selected, click another tool, go back to it. They realize that sometimes it messes up. So we needed to change the size from 20 up to 50 pixels. And then once we had that done, we see a nice little plus button on there. Hopefully you can see that come through on the screen. Let me move this over. We're going to start on the blue rim at the top of the cup, drag the quick selection tool down over the surface of the coffee, making sure to get all the different bubbles. So I start right in here. You can see it kind of like switches colors. So I'm going to start somewhere right about in here on that coffee cup. I'm just going to drag straight down through the middle. And so I'm still holding down on the mouse. I see right here, I see a little bit of like a dotted outline on one of the bubbles in towards the middle. Still holding it. I'm going to keep going over towards the left a little bit here. Get that left edge of the cup, and then I see the handle, and I'm going to go over towards the right. Okay, now I can go ahead and let go of the mouse, and I start to see that dotted line going all the way around here. So that's looking good. Let's go ahead and click the next button here. If we had a little bit too much, we might have to do some modifying here. And so when there's a real nice contrast between them, as trouble, like it does really good. But like you can see where it's like dark and blue, sometimes it has troubles if they're too close of a colors on there. But when it's like bright white compared to the blue, it does a really good job on there on those contrasting colors. Click next couple times. And so then now we're going to go to the add a layer mask. So let's say one quick thing that they want to add in here. I see a little bit of a bump towards the top here on the yellow. I want you to click on this yellow or the negative. So it looks like the quick draw tool, but it has a negative on it. And I want you to start up above on the yellow and start clicking and coming down. And you'll start to see that little bit of a bump start to disappear. Bring it down just a little bit there. There we go. Now you see how that bump's gone now? I'm not wanting to include that on here. So I'm going to go back to the plus button just for now. And so that mask layer icon, that is the rectangle. It's the white rectangle with the black circle in the middle of it. I click that once. Now all of a sudden I get all these squares. The squares are good. Don't panic. The squares are just helping to show that that's now transparent whenever you're setting and like using this as an image. I click the next button to keep going. I don't need all this empty space, so we're going to trim it down a little bit. So we go up to the top here where it says image. I come down to the trim button. I click trim. And then we're going to, in the top section, based on, we want to do it based on transparent pixels. and then check all the boxes under the trim away sections. We want to trim away the top, bottom, left, right. We want all the stuff going around it to go away. And we click OK. There we go. So it hit right up to the edge of the coffee cup all the way around, so we don't have too much extra going all over the place. We have that, and we click next. And next one more time. That's it. That's all you have to do to be able to help remove background in a picture. It's quite nice. If you have some finer details, you might want to set and change the size of this down smaller, maybe zoom in a little bit on your picture. So let's say I had some real fine details I wanted to work on. I might drop it down to like 10 pixels and increase the zoom down here up to like 250%. So then I can really get in close on detail. We don't need to worry about that here. That's just something you can help try and like try out. All you need to do now, take your screenshot of what you did here, include all those boxes that are kind of happening back and behind there, add to your Google Doc, and that's all you have to do for this tutorial on making the background transparent. Great job. So I hope that tutorial wasn't too hard. Nice and easy to be able to help set and move through there. Thanks for watching. That was again part 4 of our series as we were working through. Keep continuing to work on these ones as we keep going. There again, I'm hoping they're going to help you out a lot on helping to make your logo, your personal logo, that much better as we end the quarter.